What's up with it, y'all? Polo Sports Talking ENT here again with another one. Hit that like, hit that sub, comment, notification, do all of that. As I told y'all before a couple of days ago, I got some breaking news here, man, and it was going to go down, and it finally went down. They were already in negotiations. As Dennis Schroeder, he signed a 1 year deal. He signed a 1 year deal with the Boston Celtics. Okay, uh, this shouldn't really come to any surprise to anybody because uh, he was ready to go. He was about to go anyways, you know. But as I told you, they were looking to uh, get Dennis Schroeder. Now, do I think that he'll be a good fit? As I said before, I'm not quite sure, because he's going from one story franchise to another. Okay, um, according to Woj Wojnarowski, the deal he took it's going to be the deal will be worth a 5.89 million taxpayer mid exception. Okay, uh, the team initially had offered him it was 5.9 million. Okay, but with that mid-level exception, it's going to be worth about 9.5 million. Now, like I said, man, he did struggle. I was talking about this a couple of days ago. He did struggle uh, in the playoffs because he only shot 40% um, as a whole from field goal, and he shot 30.8%. But he did okay with his free throw shooting, but still he was at odds with. I'm not just gonna say Kuzma because everybody put Kuzma out on the forefront. Just him and Kuzma. He was at odds with Kuzma. He was at odds with LeBron. He was at odds with the whole Lakers organization. He just was not happy. Okay. Now, um, like I said, man, his attitude is real toxic. And this is what he said. He said, "This is one of the best franchises in the NBA history, and it will be an honor to put on the green and white and do what I love. I'm going to go out there every night and leaving it all on the floor for the city. Who's ready?" End quote. Listen, man, talk is cheap. As I've said before, you got to go out there and you got to prove it. You could say that all day. You were with a story franchise before. Now you want to sit up here and you want to go to another story franchise and you want to talk about, oh, okay, well, yeah, I'm ready to put on the blue and white. You just had the purple and gold on. So I don't want to hear none of that, man. You have got to really prove yourself, and not just for a couple of games. You played it. You played. What's up, the shy? I see you in the building. Yeah, he played himself. He did play himself, and and he talking about he want more money. Well, shoot, man, they gave you 5.9 with a mid level exception. So what? I mean, how are you gonna sit up here and you crying and complaining about money, man? You should have just kept your mouth closed and just should have played the whole time. I'm disappointed in Schroeder because I know he's a lot better than what he is. Attitude wise, his attitude is garbage. You know, I can understand you having a whole lot of confidence and you wanted to step in there and you wanted to prove yourself and everything, but don't don't get beside yourself because you haven't put no banners like I said in the Raptors. Now we got to see how he fits uh, with Boston. You know, I know you, the coach, man. He's he's no nonsense. He's gonna be no nonsense. He didn't do nothing with the Hawks either Or OKC. Nah, well, I got to disagree with you on that, JMJ 21. He did okay with the Hawks. He actually had his best seasons with the Hawks, even though they weren't winning. He had his best seasons with the Hawks. With OKC, he did all right. He did somewhat decent. You know what I'm saying? But not as good as the Hawks. The Hawks, he had his best years in the Hawks. He was playing at a high level. I think he was close to somewhere around the lines of 20 points. I'm reluctant to say. So, but they just weren't winning, though, JMJ. If you want to look at it from that aspect, they weren't winning. You know, so but it's all about attitude. That listen, talent talent can only do so much. You know what I'm saying? Talent can only do so much. But if you're not willing to put the hard work in, if you're not willing to be dedicated, and you're gonna come up in there thinking that you're better than what you are, then you're gonna go nowhere fast. Especially with a story franchise, and also these people have expectations. Boston don't want to lose again. They're looking to revamp. They're going through a whole culture change. Dallas going through a culture change. You know what I'm saying? They got people in their front offices and everything. They're cleaning house and everything. These people want to win, and that's why part of the reason Danny H stepped down, because he knew that everybody was everybody was on his helmet. Everybody was on his helmet. Everybody was on his helmet. Dennis Schroeder, man, he's not. I we'll have to see how he fits. Now, me personally, if I'm Boston, I'm still starting Pritchard. I'm starting Pritchard. I'm putting Pritchard as my one. Okay, and of course, uh, everybody else that's in there, we're gonna stay with that, stay with those key players that are on there. But I'm putting Pritchard as my one. Schroeder, if he comes in, he gonna have to prove himself, and not just off the fact that, okay, yeah, you you had one, or a few good seasons in Atlanta or whatnot. Like, nah, you got to do more than that, and you're not worth, to me, you're worth around that 80 million, around there, but you're not worth a hundred mil yet. You haven't put emphasis on winning like that. And now that you got a taste of what it's like to really be in a championship expectation type environment, now you want to feel like, oh well, the world owes me something. The world don't owe you anything. The world doesn't owe you anything. The league don't owe you anything. The league don't owe you a thing. If anything, you owe the league. You owe the league because you were sitting there and you were stealing money the whole time, just like Ben Simmons was stealing money. You know, I don't, I don't condone that. If you're gonna go out and you're gonna play, man, just play the damn game, man, and stop crying, man. You For all that whining and all that crying that you did because you weren't getting along with Kuzma, you weren't getting along with LeBron, you weren't getting along with AD and all this other stuff. You had problems with with the with the Lakers organization and stuff. You could have channeled that energy and took that out on the floor and played so much better. Did you show little glimpses here and there? Yeah, but overall, you could have did a lot better, especially in the Phoenix series. Like I said, you played horrible, or you shot horrible. From free throw, you did okay, but as far as your field goal shooting and 3-point shooting, that was atrocious. So hopefully he steps it up. Hopefully he get better. Y'all tell me what you think about this. Again, Schroeder has signed a 1-year deal with the Boston Celtics. He going from the Lakers to the Celtics. We got to see how this works out. Again, it's Polo Sports Talking ENT. Like I said, man, like this video, share it, subscribe if you're not a member of the channel. Till then, I'll holler at y'all.